Welcome you all to the session on Power BI. Yes, today we are going to deep dive into Power BI and understand how you can explore the software. Uh, Power BI basically is used to visualize our data into a visual format. Okay, so first I will show you how you can download it from Microsoft website. It is a free software. And secondly, then we will look into how to use this software. Okay. So before we start, may I know how many of you have already downloaded Power BI on your system? You have Power BI on your system. If you have, you can write down yes in the chat box. If you do not have, you can write down do not have. So I will have an idea about like whether you all have Power BI on your system or not. So those who have Power BI can write down yes. Those who do not have can say do not have. Okay. So now I will show you where you can download this Power BI from. Okay. And the link I am sharing in the chat box also of this Zoom meeting. So you can check out from here. I had in my old laptop. Okay. Do not have. So Sonali also says do not have. Abhinandan also says. I've shared one link in the chat box. Okay, you can download. You can use this link to download. I'm sharing my screen now, and I'm going to show you how you can download Power BI from the internet. I hope my screen is visible. Can someone confirm if you can see my screen? I hope you can see my screen now. Yes. Yes. So this is the website of Power BI. I've shared the link with you also in the Zoom chat. So when you click on download free, okay, when you click on download free, it will ask you it will take you to the Microsoft Store. Okay, let me share my entire screen so that you can see what I'm doing on the screen. Okay, so you will see one briefcase with the Windows button over here, the Microsoft button over here. Okay, and it will open the window to Power BI. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Okay, so I, I hope you all can see my screen. Okay, so on my screen, I have the website of Microsoft where you can see download now. So when you click on download free, okay, you are redirected to another screen which now shows the Microsoft Store. So in the Microsoft Store, you will see Power BI desktop, and here you will see Get. I'm getting open because I've already downloaded it, right? So when you click on Get, it will start downloading. So that is how you can download the Power BI software on your system. For now, I'm sharing it the link again. You can put the software on download and concentrate on my screen now. Okay, it will download in the background. Let it download, and once it is downloaded, you can open it. Okay. Okay. So I'm opening Power BI now. This is the first screen that you see when you open Power BI. I hope you can see my Power BI window now. I would appreciate if you can be active in the chat box. Okay. So if you can see my Power BI window, you can write down yes in the chat box. I hope my Power BI
Yes.
window, yes, yes. Okay, great, great. So now see, this is the first window you see when you open Power BI. So on the left hand side, you have Power BI desktop, you have get data, you have recent sources, you have the files which you have already created, other reports, then get started, and what's new, Power BI blog, forums, tutorials. Okay. So when we have to use Power BI, we have to connect to our data source. Okay. So the first step in using Power BI is to connect to our data source. Okay. We need to connect to our data. So we need to connect to our data source to use Power BI. सबसे पहला काम जो हमें करना होता है वो ये करना होता है कि हमें किसी डेटा के साथ कनेक्ट करना होता है पावर बीआई में. You have to connect to a data source. Okay. So how do we connect to a data source? How do we connect to a data source? We click on get data. तो पहला काम आप ये करेंगे, आप get data पे क्लिक करेंगे. When you click on get data, you are diverted to the next window of Power BI. अब आपको दूसरी विंडो दिखाई दे रही है. Can you see that window where we have get data and there are different sources from where you can import the data? क्या आपको ये स्क्रीन दिखाई दे रही है जहाँ पे गेट डेटा लिखा है? यू कैन रिस्पॉन्ड इन द चैट बॉक्स, यू कैन शो सम रिएक्शन, या आप अनम्यूट करके भी बात कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, लेट इट बी इंटरेक्टिव सेशन. It is not a one-way session. I keep live sessions so that people can interact and learn. Otherwise, there are so many videos which are available on YouTube which you can see and learn from. But the benefit of coming to a live class is that you can ask questions, you can get them resolved. Okay. So the best way to attend a live session is to interact, make it interactive. Okay. So yes, can you all confirm if you can see my get data window? Sonali, Mahima, Manideep, Abhinandan, Satyajit. Yes. So I'm getting some yes in the chat box. I can see some yes. Okay, fine. So these are the different sources from which you can uh, take data from. So Power BI can connect to like lot of sources, 100 plus sources you can connect your data from. So that is the power of Power BI. इसलिए ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट सॉफ्टवेयर है और बहुत ज्यादा पॉपुलर है, बहुत ज्यादा डिमांड में है, क्योंकि हम बहुत सारे डेटा सोर्सेज से डेटा कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं. When you click on file, it will show you जहाँ से आप फाइल से ले सकते हैं. फोल्डर भी है, टेक्स्ट फाइल है, XML है, JSON है. When you click on database, it will show you SQL Server, okay, then SAP, Amazon, Google, okay, metadata also, MongoDB. So there are different softwares which you can use to connect the data to Power BI. Okay. For now, what we are going to do is we are going to click on cancel. Okay. And here in the screen, you see four options. One is Excel in green color. One is SQL in blue. Then you have paste data into a table, and then you have a try a sample data set. To make things easier and to start with, we will click on try a sample data set. Okay. So how many of you have Power BI on your system? Can you confirm? There are 7 participants along with me. So how many of you have Power BI on your system or laptop? I had. No, right now, how many are having? So Midun says, yes, I have. How many are having right now? Downloaded now. Abhinandan downloaded. Very good. What about others? You're downloading is have you downloaded or you have it now? Great. Money also has. What about others? Have or don't have? You can just type have or don't have. See, it is better if you have downloaded, then you will be able to work along with me. It will be good. If you have not, then you can put it on download. Okay. Chaliye. So when we open Power BI and when we click on load sample data, it will give me two options. One is launch tutorial and the second one is load sample data. So I will going to hit on load sample data. Now when I click on load sample data, it is going to connect to the sample data. Sample data is a financial sample. Okay, it will open the data in a workbook in Excel. Okay, So can you see the next screen now called as navigator? क्या आपको navigator वाली विंडो दिखाई दे रही है? Can you confirm in the chat box, please? Yes, yes, great. See, I'm going very slow because all are new to Power BI. So I'm going ultra slow so that you can follow and you can do it along with me. If you're not having Power BI right now, you can just note down some steps or maybe you can watch this recording afterwards. I'll be providing the recording also. So now we will click on financials. So when I click on financials, do you now see a table appearing on the right hand side of the window? Okay. Do you see a table appearing on the right side of the window, which has different columns like segment, country, product, discount band, unit sold, manufacturing price, sale price, gross sales, discount, sales, COGS, profit date, month number, month name, year. Can you see all this? Okay. Can you see? Can you confirm if you can see the data in the table? And can you confirm that you can hear me properly? My voice is not
Yes.
loud. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So now when you can see the data, it is a sample data. Okay. It is a sample data. The file is a bigger file, but it is showing a sample. It is writing also the data as in the preview has been truncated due to size limits. Now, do you see three buttons at the end? One is load, transform data, and cancel. Okay. Do you see three buttons? Load, transform data, and cancel. So when you click on load, this data will be automatically loaded to Power BI. When you click on transform data, it is going to take us to another software which is called as Power Query. Okay. Now let me ask you one question. How many of you not audible? Give me one moment. Okay. Give me one moment. Okay. Am I audible now? Is it better now? Okay, great. So let us continue. Okay. So what I was saying is when you load the data, it will directly load the data into Power BI. But when you go to lag is continuing. Okay. Just give me one moment. Just give me one moment. Just hold on. I am turning my. Now, do you see the Power Query window? Okay, now is my audio clear? Okay, I hope the audio is clear now. Great. So let us continue now. Okay, so now what do you see on the screen is a Power Query window. Okay, this is a Power Query window. Now, what does Power Query does? Uh, has any one of you ever used Power Query? Can you confirm in the chat box if you have ever worked with Power Query? So Sandeep says yes. Nildon says yes. I'm using. Lalita says no. Isha also says no. Abhinandan says no. Okay, great. So one more question before I start explaining. Everyone is it comfortable with English, or do you want me to use Hindi also? You can type English EN for English or HI for Hindi. If you want me to use Hindi as well, I can speak in Hindi as well. Mix, fine. English. So preference is English, and sometimes I might use Hindi, but most of the conversation will be in English. Okay, great. So now, what do you see over here is a Power Query. What is a Power Query? What Power Query does? Power Query helps you in transforming the data. Okay, suppose you want to clear anything in the data, you want to change the data, you want to modify the data. Okay, you can do that in Power Query. Okay, so you'll ask me a question, sir. This is a data which can be there in Excel also, right? So we can do the same thing in Excel. Why do we need Power Query for it? ठीक है, हमें पावर क्वेरी की जरूरत क्यों है? अगर हम ये काम एक्सेल में भी कर सकते हैं, तो हम पावर क्वेरी में ऐसा क्या कर रहे हैं जो कि हम एक्सेल में नहीं कर पाएंगे? ठीक है, नाउ लेट मी शो यू हाउ पावरफुल इज पावर क्वेरी. ठीक है, नाउ just keep on responding to me in the chat box. That will make the learning process smooth and easier for you all. Okay, so I want everyone to be active in the chat box so that I get instant feedback from you whether you're getting me or not. Okay, so do you see this ABC 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 written over here in the headings, and here 1.2 123? Can you confirm if you can see all this ABC 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 ABC, then 1.2 123 123? Okay,
Yes, sir.
yes, okay. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, if someone can unmute and answer, that will be much easier for me, because when I'm teaching, I have to give attention to chat box as well as. So if someone can unmute and answer, that will be more convenient. I would like it much better. Okay, chali. So now what we are going to
Yes,
do is, what I'm explaining is, yeah, what I was explaining is this ABC, ABC, ABC. When you click on this ABC, you will see a drop box. Okay, you will see many options over here. Do you see that list falling down? When I clicked on ABC, you
Yes,
see
sir.
1.2. ये दिख रहा है
yes,
आपको? 1.2 is decimal. A dollar is fixed decimal number. 123 is whole number, percentage, date and time, date, time, and all. So basically, this represent the data type in the column. Okay, so segment. So segment will have all the alphabets like government, mid-market. These are segments. Country has Canada, Germany, France. These are all alphabets. Product is all also alphabet. Discount band. Band means it is the width of the discount. Like, are you providing high discount, low discount, medium discount, no discount, like that? Okay. And this is unit sold and manufacturing price and selling price. Okay. And then you have COGS profit. So it is a sales data of a company. Okay, I hope you understand that this is the sales data of a company. Am I clear? Are you all getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. So now, when I click on units sold, it is showing 1.2. Now, units are appearing in decimal. Units किसमें आ रहा है? Decimal में आ रहा है. What I want is, I want the unit to appear in a whole number. What I want unit to appear in a whole number, not in decimal. Now, how can we do this? If this data would have been in Excel, how would you have converted the Decimals into whole number. Can anyone unmute and answer this?
Convert into whole number directly, right? You can do it in Excel.
Correct. You can just click on the decimal button over there and that will reduce the decimal. Correct. Now, see how we do it in Power BI, Power Query basically. So when you click on this 1.2, you will see 123 whole number. Do you see 123 whole number? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So we need to click on this 123 whole number. Now, when we click on 123 whole number, now you will not see any decimal over here. See, the decimal have gone because we have transformed the data from decimal to whole number. Easy. Similarly, this gross sales also I want to convert into a whole number. This discount also I want to convert into a whole number. This sales and COGS also I want to convert into a whole number. So what I'm doing is I'm just clicking on everything and making it into a whole number. Is it clear, everyone?
So is there any
So
shortcut key? Means how you applying that whole?
There's no shortcut actually. What I'm doing is I'm just clicking on the head. What you can do is you can press, you can keep the hold, you can press the control key and select all the headings, and then you can click on whole number. That is what I'm doing actually.
Can you repeat again? Voice is breaking, sir. 1 second, repeat. Can how you are doing?
I'm saying what I'm doing is I'm selecting the column and I'm clicking on 1, 2, 3, and I am changing it. Okay. So this I'm doing manually to all the columns. Am I clear now? Have you understood now? In clear in the chat box. Okay, Harsh. Chaliए, good. Now let us move forward. Let us move ahead. आगे बढ़ते हैं और अब आप देखेंगे. Now we will see. Now we will see that we have month number, we have month name, we have year, and I have a date also. So what I will do is I don't want this month number. I will delete this column. So if I have to remove this column, I will click on remove and I will remove this column. I want to remove the month name. I will click on remove and I will remove this column. I will remove the year also. So now my data is sorted, like it is having segment, country, product, discount band, unit sold, manufacturing price, sales price, gross sales, discount, sales, profit. Okay. Now, can you tell me what is the profit percentage we are earning? What is the profit percentage we are earning on the first sale? The first sales is 32,370 and the profit is 16,185. Can you tell me what is the profit percentage we are earning on this sale?
Percent, right?
Yes. Can anyone tell me, do we have a column for profit percentage in the data? क्या हमारे पास ऐसा कोई कॉलम है जिसमें प्रॉफिट परसेंटेज लिख के आ रहा हो?
No.
No, we do not have any data which is specifying the percentage of profit we are earning on the sales. Okay, now I am going to show you how we can insert a column which will calculate the percentage of profit we are making on the sales. Okay. So for doing that, we will go to add column. This all we are doing in Power Query. We have not come to Power BI yet. We are modifying our data. So we are adding a new column and we are doing what? We are doing a calculation. What we are doing? We are doing a calculation to calculate the profit percentage. So to do a calculation, what I'll do is I'll go to add column. Okay, I'll go to add column and in the add column there is a standard button. Okay, and I will say divide. Okay, now what I want to divide? I want to divide the profit column. I want to divide the profit column by the sales column. I want to divide the profit column by the sales column. Can you see I've selected two columns, profit and sales?
Yes,
Can
sir.
you see that? Yes, yes. Now, first I selected profit, then I selected sales. पहले मैंने profit select करा, फिर मैंने sales select करा. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to standard. Okay, it is showing me different options. Okay, you can see that add, multiply, subtract, divide, percentage of. Can you see that options?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. So now what should we select? We will select divide. What should we select?
Divide.
Divide. Why divide? Because I want to divide the profit by sales to get the profit percentage. Now let me click on divide. Now as I click on divide, okay, now on screen, you will see a new column coming up. Have you seen, do you see the new column by the name division in the end? Do you see a new
Yes.
column by the name?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
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 sir.
yes. But that division is not division. This is the profit percentage. Okay. So we will double click on this and we will write down profit percentage. Clear? Is it okay?
Yes.
But we are not getting the profit into percentage. We are getting the profit in decimals. What we are getting the profit in?
Decimal.
Decimals, sir.
Decimals. So what we'll do is we'll click on 1.2 and we will click on percentage now. We will click on 1.2 and we will select percentage. Now what do you see? What do you see? What has happened to the last one?
Percentage.
Yeah, it has been converted into a percentage now. Okay, so we did not have this particular column, but we inserted a new column. Okay, and we calculated the profit percentage for each of the product. Okay, one more thing I want to do. One more thing I want to do. That do you see in the discount man there is none, none, none written everywhere. None.
Yes,
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
sir.
Now convert this none. I want to convert this none into no. Okay, I want to convert this none into no. So there is an option in the home tab which is called as replace. So what I've done is I clicked on replace. Yes, replace values. Harshil, you are right. And I will click on none. I will just type in none over here in the value to find. I will type none over here. And to replace with, I will type no. So I want to replace the none with no and I click on OK. Now, do you see that none has gone and no has come?
Yes, sir.
So whatever changes I wanted to do with the data, I have done. Now I will click on close and apply. So my work with Power Query has been done now. Okay, whatever changes I wanted to do with the data, I've done in Power Query, and that change data I have imported into Power BI. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. Now, if you understand
sir.
this, yes, yes, very good. Now, if you understand this, now try to understand what is the use of doing this, why we did that. Okay. Now we had a data. Now let me show you the data in Power BI. So in the Power BI, we have three buttons on the left hand side. Do you see these three buttons on the left hand side of the window?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So when you click on the first, when you go to the first button, it is showing a report view. So this area shows the report that we create in Power BI. The second button looks like a table. It is called as table view. And the third button looks like two tables getting connected. That is called as a model view. Okay. So we have three views. One is report, second is table, and third one is model. So now I am
Excuse
clicking
me.
on the table view. Yes.
Yeah, so means I'm still on the Power Query editor, so we have to close and apply.
Yes, you have to close and apply. Right. You have
Close
to
and
close and
apply.
apply. You're right.
Okay.
So once you close and apply, you will be diverted to Power BI.
Okay, it is loading. Yeah, so it is here.
Yes,
Okay.
you will come to Power BI automatically. In the Power BI, you have to go to table. And in the table, you will see the table which you have created. You see that table,
Table view,
everyone?
report view. Yeah. Table view.
Okay. Table view. Now, in the last column, the profit column, it does not come as a percentage. I can convert this into percentage from here also. Okay. So now it is proper. Okay. No, Power BI is not inbuilt into Excel. You have to separately import, add on Power BI. You have to install Power BI separately on your system.
Our query we can access through Excel, right?
Yeah, Power Query you can access through Excel by going to the data tab and then get data. In get data, you get Power Query. Okay, but Power BI is a different software. You need to install it separately. I think now you can see my window where I'm on the profit column in the table section. Okay. Now let's go to the report view and let's get started. What I will do is I will I'm clicking on the map. Do you see some icons on the top? Do you see some icons on the top?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So what I'm doing is I'm clicking on map. I'm clicking on map. So when I click on map, you will see a map like structure will come on the screen. Okay. Now this map is not showing anything right now, but when I click on country on the right hand side, now you will see some changes happening in the map. Now, do you see the map filled with different dots and the country names? Do you see that?
Yes.
Yes. Do you see?
Yes, sir.
Can you see
So,
that? Yes.
no,
Yes.
excuse me.
So we see this map. We have Canada, we have USA, we have Mexico, we have France, and we have Germany. Okay. Now, why only these cities? Because these countries are present in our data. Okay. Now, what I want
How
is
this has come? Sorry.
how this has.
How this has come actually means I'm not able to see this on the home screen. What we have to select?
What are you saying?
No, I mean to say on the home screen.
Yes.
Where we have to see this graph, how this has appeared actually, how this maps have been appeared.
Yeah. I will just repeat it. Okay. Now, guys, actually, this meeting was planned to last for 40 minutes. Okay. So this is going to end in another 2 minutes. Okay. So today it is an introduction session. So I will keep it short. Tomorrow at 9:30 we will have the class in continuation. Okay, this was just an introductory class. So it will end in another 2 minutes. Okay. But tomorrow 9:30 you can join again I will share the link and you can join again. We will continue with this. Okay. So now, how do you get this map? So I inserted a new page by clicking on the plus button. Now, when I click on this map button over here, map, this icon is there. If you will see this icon on your Power BI window also. So this is a map. Now I clicked on country. I clicked on country, and you will see the map coming up now. Okay, and along with the country, I just selected the sales also now. Okay, so now you will see that these bubbles are showing. Can you see these bubbles? The blue color
Yes, sir.
bubbles? Yes. Okay. And what I want is I want different color. I want different color for each country. I want different color for each country. So what I want is I'm selecting sales. Okay, and let us see. Okay, let me select country and let's see. Okay. So now we have applied some function over here, and I want to see all the colors basically. So now I can change the color for different territories. So I'm putting a different color for Canada. I'm putting a different color for France. Okay, putting a different color for Germany and a different color for Mexico. Okay, now you see different colors for this. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now when I add category labels, when I add some labels, you will see the country names also. Okay, and whatever I want to show, I can add to this map. Okay, so now I will stop sharing my screen because now the meeting is going to get over. Okay, and basically this was an introduction meeting. Okay, so I wanted to